They put FTX out of business.
So I think Calvin's a liar.
In the past few days, this back and forth is going on between Kevin O'Leary and Binance CEO CZ. Kevin is blaming CZ for putting FTX out of business, and CZ is claiming that Kevin is cherry-picking information to hide FTX's mishandling of customer money and shift the blame to CZ and Binance. First of all, we're not going to be naive here. FTX's fall was largely due to Sam Bankman-Fried's mishandling and mismanaging their customers' money. But there could be deeper reason for all these chaos. Let's see if we can tell if any of them is being honest, or are they just shifting blames on each other. On December 14, Mr. Kevin O'Leary sat in front of the U.S. Senate Committee of Banking, Housing, and Urban Affairs. On his testimony, he talked about his investment, involvement, and skepticism around crypto exchanges. He advocated for clear policies and regulations for crypto industry, its entrepreneurs, its developers, and its users. When asked about his opinion on why FTX failed, he mostly put the blame on another big market player, Binance, and its CEO CZ. Listen to what he said.
Incredible businesses in terms of growth were at war with each other, and one put the other out of business intentionally. Now, maybe there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe there's nothing wrong with love and war. But Binance is a massive, unregulated global monopoly now. They put FTX out of business. Now, lots of other reasons, I'm sure, but that's my personal opinion. That is what Sam Bankman-Fried told me in terms of where the assets went. Why should we care? Single reason. I'm a shareholder. You tell me the two largest shareholders do a transaction together, that's a related party transaction. I'm not sure that's okay.
Kevin said, when he talked with SBF about his money, Bankman-Fried told him, back in 2020, SBF had to repurchase 20% of the FTX shares from Binance CEO CZ. Binance is a competitor crypto exchange of FTX, but O'Leary characterized them as, quote, frenemies. When asked why SBF had to buy back the FTX shares from Binance, valued at almost $3 billion, SBF said, CZ would not comply with regulators from different jurisdictions and geographical locations to provide data that'd give FTX the license for running a crypto exchange. According to SBF, the only option they had left is to buy the shares back from CZ. Kevin also mentioned that CZ put out a tweet a week before FTX's collapse about dumping $500 million worth of FTX proprietary token FTT, and accused him of artificially pushing the price of FTT down. According to Kevin, this created a panic among the investors, and FTX customers wanted to withdraw their funds from FTX, which caused the collapse of the crypto exchange. Mr. O'Leary said, this act from Binance directly put FTX out of business and made him the global monopoly on crypto. And now he wants a clawback on the proceeds that Binance made on the transactions. A couple of days later, Binance CEO CZ went to CNBC for an interview, where he was asked about this company's health and the accusation made against him by Kevin O'Leary. Listen to CZ's comment on Kevin.
Yeah, so let's get back to show me the money part. So Calvin omitted the fact that there's no records. That's not a problem to him. So he just want to talk to Sam and believe whatever Sam says. He doesn't want to look at the records. And if you look, and he wants to omit all the small spendings, $50 million, $200 million. $200 million of small spending, that's very convenient. He says he didn't know that Binance was a shareholder of FTX. So he invested in FTX without looking at the cap table. But he was very specific in the way he counts for a transaction 2 years ago. So that's kind of contradictory. So I think Calvin's a liar. So I think he's lying about a bunch of stuff. So that's his problem.
CZ told in the interview that Kevin maintained a very special relationship with SBF, and he could call SBF anytime he wanted. According to CZ, Kevin is not concerned about the whole balance sheet mismanagement by SBF and his firm FTX, but he's cherry-picking a transaction that happened 2 years ago. CZ said, Kevin is okay with no record from FTX, and he only believes whatever SBF told him. CZ also mentioned that at the time of Kevin's investment in FTX, Kevin didn't know that Binance is a large shareholder of FTX. For a self-proclaimed smart investor such as Kevin O'Leary, this is very ignorant move from him, according to CZ. When asked about the health of Binance as a crypto exchange, CZ said, "Crypto exchanges should reserve each asset one-to-one." According to Binance CEO, every Binance investors could withdraw 100% of their asset all at once, and the Binance would not have any problem. He said, "The traditional bank system runs on fractional reserve, but no crypto exchange should run on a fractional reserve system. There is no central bank on crypto that will bail him out if there is a liquidity crunch," he added. A few days ago, there was an issue with stablecoin USDC withdrawal from Binance. When asked about it, CZ told that this was not a liquidity issue, rather it was a conversion issue. When investors deposit stablecoin on Binance, they convert that into BUSD, which is, quote, not a Binance token. When investors want their stablecoin back, Binance has to convert the BUSD to USDC through a bank in New York. On that day, many investors wanted to withdraw their USDC, but the bank was closed for another 6 hours. That is the only reason why the withdrawal was delayed. He emphasized that Binance has no debt to anyone, and there was no liquidity issue. According to CZ, Binance is a very simple and self-contained crypto exchange, and they do not have to worry about any debt or leverage. Now, depending on who you believe, you may fall in one of these two teams. On YouTube, you can find many videos saying CZ is a fraud and Binance is collapsing. Many well-known YouTubers are coming after Binance and CZ after his interview on CNBC, saying Binance will face bankruptcy very soon. On the other hand, you will find as many videos supporting Binance and CZ, while claiming Kevin O'Leary is a liar and shifting blames for FTX's failure on Binance and CZ. These videos will point out that Kevin is a paid FTX promoter, blindly trusting SBF and his lies, and he's only looking for someone else to blame other than SBF. A lot goes on behind the scenes. Regular investors don't have the access or the knowledge of any or many of those events. You can believe anyone you want, that is your choice. But in my personal opinion, investors should not trust any of them. It is important to remember that none of them have your best interests, no matter what they say in public. It's not personal, it's just their business, and the regular investors are their products. It is up to you if you want to leave your crypto on exchanges, or hot wallet, or cold wallet. Having your crypto on a cold wallet gives you complete control over your crypto. I still believe that crypto has a future, and these dark days of crypto shall pass. Over the last few years, crypto is gaining more traction, and more companies and organizations are opening up to crypto for many uses. A large adoption of cryptocurrencies will increase the utility and public trust on this asset class. Hopefully, it's just a matter of time before these dark days of the crypto pass, and crypto can thrive, with the original idea it had when it came into existence, a secure transaction and decentralized financial system.